you guys. Tristan and I are here to do a story time about why we broke up and why we got back together. The reason that we're doing this story time is we put like a lot of stuff on social media and just couples in general. Y'all like always comment goals and stuff like that, and this video is basically just to show you like you really never know what goes on behind closed doors. Like y'all see us on YouTube and Instagram and probably think that we just the sweetest couple and that it's just all peachy and creamy, and it's like that with a lot of couples. But I don't think it's fair that to show like half of our relationship and show only the good stuff and not show the bad stuff, because then people who are not on YouTube and stuff and like not into social media, when they're going through things with their significant other, they think like that something is wrong because they go online and they see all these perfect ass couples, but it's not really perfect at all. At all.
I miss
You miss what?
you.
I miss you too, Pookie. I'm going to share my piece and he's going to share his piece, and then we're going to talk about, you know, like why we decided to get back together and why we are here today, because as recent as like 2 weeks ago, we low-key hated each other. This altercation started around the time when I came back from Philly with a hotel situation.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just explain what happened. It was Saturday and Tristan was going out with his friends and all that to a party, which is all fine and dandy. But Tristan always calls me when he come home, like no matter how late it is, he always call me. So I didn't go to sleep till like 5 o'clock in the morning and he still hadn't called. But I wasn't ready to text him and be like, you know, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because I knew he was out with his friends. So I just figured like, okay, like he's probably still out, but I just fell asleep. I called him while I was on my way to the supermarket and he didn't answer. I was like, he's a light sleeper. Why isn't he answering the phone? So then I got to the supermarket and I called him again and he answered the phone and he was like, hello? And I was like, what are you making that face? He was like,
I don't even remember this.
I bet you I remember it. It was like 2 months ago. This was March, beginning of March. So he's like, hello? And I'm just thinking like, this nigga's not asleep. I'm like, Tristan, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm asleep. And I was like, what time did you come home last night? And he said, I don't know, like sometime this morning. I was like, why didn't you call? He was like, I forgot. I'm sorry, babe. I was like, okay, Tristan, just don't let it happen again. And I said, just go back to sleep and come in when you wake up. Why are you laughing?
Hello? I don't even.
That's exactly how you sound.
I did not. Alright.
I'll put my leg on you because I'm hot.
So why the hell would you put it on me so I can get hot? Come on now.
Alright, just for like 30 seconds. Because these chairs are plastic. I mean leather.
Nobody told you wear them little shorts.
I told him like to call me when he wake up. I never paid it on mine. So that was that. And I was going to his house that day to do his little sister's hair, but he didn't know I was coming. So
Why?
Why did you know?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there for you. I was there for Lana.
You could have told me you was coming over so I could be like, okay, yeah.
No, I wanted to pop up. I get to his house or whatever, and when I get there, like his face was, it was like, what are you doing here? But it was like oh shit, like, okay. But he didn't really say anything. So what?
Go ahead. I like it. I like hearing this because it's like I don't. Go ahead. I don't even want to interrupt. You know what? I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay. He goes downstairs and he in the basement with his brother and I'm in his sister's room. So y'all know like your female intuition, like I just had a feeling that something wasn't right. So I'm just like, alright, I'm not paying no mind. So I went in the living room and I was eating my food, but Tristan thought that I was still in his sister's room. So I had Tristan and his brother in the kitchen arguing, and his brother was like, it sounded like he was trying to snitch on him, and he was like, I don't really know what he was saying, but I just know Tristan was like, yo, shut the fuck up, like shut up, yo, like shut up. And I'm just like, why are you telling him to shut up? What's so secretive? So I'm just sitting on the couch getting mad. I'm just like, and his brother asked him, he was like, so why you do it then, yo? Why you do it then, yo? And Tristan was like, because I felt like I had something to prove. So I'm like, so I go in his sister's room and I just was like upset, and I'm just like, Alana, something is going on, like what do I do? She's like, just ask him. I'm like, okay. So I called Tristan on the phone and I was like, Tristan, come upstairs. And he's like, why? I was like, just come upstairs, Tristan. He's like, "Wow, what's wrong?" I said, "Tristan, just come upstairs." So he comes upstairs and he walked in the room. His face when he walked in there, I swear to God, he looked like a 5-year-old. That whomever just called them by their whole name and they was right. They knew what was up. Like he looked scared. That's how I knew something was up. Like when he came in there, like he was
like scared.
Yes, and I asked you. I said, "Why are you looking like that?" You said, "Cause I'm scared." I was like, "You was right. Shit on yourself." I was like, "Babe," I said, "Me and your sister look at you." We was like, "Why are you looking like that, Tristan?" And you said, "Cause I'm scared." Like he was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Did we need to take this conversation?" No, I said, "What were you and Tristan? I mean, what were you and Trent talking about in the kitchen?" And you was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Tristan, what were y'all talking about in the kitchen?" I said, "You want to take this conversation outside?" He was like, "Yeah, let's take it outside." Go outside and we sit in the car. And I said, "Tristan, what was y'all talking about?" And he just looked at me. He's like, all right, listen, babe, listen. Just listen what I'm saying. And I'm just looking at them like, as soon as I hear him saying, listen, I'm saying like, oh shit, some shit that happened. And it's very beautiful. He ready to give me the scoop. And I'm
not. Don't tell everything.
I'm not gonna get into details. If I do, we can just crop it out.
Okay.
He was like, "I went to a hotel party last night and it was 5 girls and then it was 5 boys and it was just basically saying Tristan is one girl left." So then when he said that, I just bust out crying because Tristan, like out of all my boyfriends, Tristan is the one that I never expected to cheat. And he didn't cheat. Like he didn't cheat, but when I heard that, that's the first thing that popped in my head. So I didn't want to hear anything after that. I just started crying. He was like, "No, baby, don't cry. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And I'm just like whining and crying. And he's trying to explain to me the story and broke it down. Basically, he went, after he left the club, wherever they was at, they went to a hotel party. But he never told me that he was going to a hotel party. So it just looked...
Damn! I want the news, not the weather.
Sorry. It was just a fucked up situation. Like, I never knew that he went to the hotel party, and then he didn't call me when he came in. So then when I'm hearing, like, that didn't sound like a party. It sounded like a hotel room with girls in it. And then when I found out it was an even amount of boys and girls. I never told you it was
a party for that. I never told you.
Hotel, whatever.
It was just people that had a room.
Okay. Well, I didn't like it. So after that, my mind was just all fucked up about Tristan. Like, my trust was just all fucked up. So after that, like for the next...
you said your mom. I was like, what?
My mom.
I thought you said your mom. Yeah. That's why I look like that. Like, damn.
So after that, like just for the next couple of weeks, I could have been slightly over exaggerating, but I felt like Tristan was like a little bit more distant. Like he wasn't coming over as much, and he just seemed really distant. And I'm pretty sure it had a lot to do with like what happened at the hotel. Like in my mind, like I just felt like it was somebody else in the picture. So something could have been small, and in my mind, because of that, like my trust was gone for him. I made it worse than what it necessarily needed to be. So for the next couple of weeks, it was a lot of arguing and breaking up every other day. And we was just going through it. Like we was just going back and forth. And I really, really thought, like you could not tell me that he did not have another girl in the picture. Like you could not tell me that there was not somebody else in the picture. So that was, what? I know, but yeah, that was just, yeah. It was towards like the end of March. And we had just, like, we was breaking up, and it would last for, like, a couple of days, and then we would get back together and break up, and it was just going on for every other day or whatever. This was, like, the official breakup, quotation marks. It was, like, the official breakup, I guess. And I told him, like, you know, like, I really just don't want to deal with you anymore. I think it's time that we go our separate ways, blah, blah, blah. So this person right here sitting next to me with this blue shirt on lured me over to his house. He just kept saying, come over, like, come over so we can talk. And I'm like, no, Tristan, I just want to move on. Like, I don't want to talk. He's like, no, come over. And I'm like, no. So he texts me back, like, all right. He said, I knew I should have did it. And I said, I knew you should have did what? And he's like, nothing. He's like, you gonna find out. I said, no, tell me. He said, no, you gonna find out eventually. So when he said that, I was like, what the fuck you talking about? He said, come over here and I'm gonna tell you. So I'm thinking he ready to tell me about this little girl that he was messing with. So when he said that, I didn't even say I'm on my way. My ass got over there in like less than 10 minutes. So I pull up at his house. He comes to the car. So I'm like, what you had to tell me? And he's like, nothing. I'm like, no, asshole, what you have to tell me? So he's like, nothing. Like, basically, he was trying to convince me. Like,
it was reverse psychology.
Basically. He lured me over there to try to get me to get back with him.
I got what I wanted at the end of the day.
You got me to come over and we talked. So we sitting in the car and we was just beefing, like, arguing. Like,
beefing with me?
Baby, you were yelling. I was in my calm voice, like, right now. while we were in the call, and he was like yelling and stuff, like he was crying, and then he was upset. And then when he got out the car, I was crying and I was upset, and I just drove home crying. Well, I had to sit out his house for a good like 5 minutes because I was crying so much, like I couldn't see. Like I was just crying, and it was just a lot of emotions going on. That was when I guess the real breakup was going on, and that was the one that lasted for like a month. So while that period was going on, we called ourselves not supposed to be talking. But when I say
what we agree on?
Oh yeah, okay. So we said that we would, stay broken up for a while, but we would both get ourselves together. Like he would get himself together, I would get myself together, and then we would get back together. But we weren't supposed to talk during this break. But because we so used to talking and we've been dealing with each other for so long, we literally never went a whole day without talking. Like even if we didn't actually okay, let me rephrase that. We never went a whole day without communicating with each other. Like even if Tristan and I don't text or call each other, we will subtweet each other, go like we will somehow find a way to communicate just once during the day.
I will unlike your picture and then like it.
Yeah, like we do petty stuff like that just to say hi because we're not supposed to be talking. But this was supposed to be our time to like get our stuff together. But the period could have lasted. Didn't have to last as long as it did, but it lasted longer because every time we talked there was an argument because we was broken up. It was just a lot of emotion. So while we were talking, while we were supposed to get our stuff together, we was arguing. It was making it worse because every time it sounded like we was about to get back together, we double broke up. So it's like I double broke up with him.
Why we argue though?
Cause you're dicky. I'll just share my little piece about what happened, like while we was breaking up and why the breakup got extended. I guess we were in a good space while we were working up for a little while, and Tristan came over or whatever, and we were fine for a little while. And then it's probably like 12 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock in the morning, whatever you want to call it. It's like 12 o'clock, and we just started arguing again. And I don't even remember. I do remember why, but I'm not gonna tell y'all why. But it was petty. But I was agitated, so that started the argument.
Was it your fault?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. The argument did start because of me. I was upset because of him, but I was upset. Like it was petty, and we was arguing. So while we arguing, when we argue, I say a lot of. We both say shit that we don't mean, but I'd rather just leave. Like he say things that are more hurtful, and I say stuff like, "I'm leaving you. Like I'm not coming back," type stuff like that. So he don't really say like he's leaving, but he'll say stuff like, "Bitch, you ugly." He never said that. He never said that. But he'll say like petty shit like that. And I won't say nothing. I won't call him ugly because he's cute as a button. Why would I call him ugly? But I'll tell him like I'm leaving you. Like I'm leaving. Mind you, we're at my house. So I told him I'm leaving. And he looked at me like, where the fuck you think you going? And I said, I'm getting the hell away from you. And I'm leaving this house. So like before, when I tell Tristan that I'm leaving, he doesn't like it very much. So after this, the situation got really physical, and it lasted for like 3 hours. And it lasted for like 3 hours till my grandmother came in the room and was like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, what is going on? So we were, it was bad for some hours. And so after that, my grandma came in the room. Tristan comes outside looking for me because once she came in the room, that was my getaway. So I run outside. So Tristan eventually comes outside. And after what happened for 3 hours, we're outside and we're talking and we're fussing like 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the street arguing with no shoes on. And then I saw that his hand was cut because of what was happening for those 3 hours. So I saw his hand is cut. I'm like, that's my bookie butt. I gotta get him a band-aid. So I took him back in the house even though I hated his guts at that moment. And then I bandaged him all up. It's still on your finger?
Look.
Oh.
That's permanent. Like, I went like the meat was showing. It's permanent. It's healed, but it's permanent.
Yeah. So we get in the house and I bandage his hand all up. And then after that, y'all wanna know what happened? We made up. After that. Like 3 hours of a mess. I'm not going to get into details about how messy it was.
But how easy it could have been if we did what we did when we were in the house. If we would have just talked it out, which I beg her to do all the fucking time, instead of running away from your problems, situations could be solved much easier within a matter of minutes. All you got to do is talk to me.
The reason I feel it's so hard for me to talk is because, like, we be talking, I just get so frustrated. Like, he'll say something to make me even more mad, and I just be like, okay, we'll be trying to talk it out, and I'll be like, Tristan, the sky is blue. He's like, Kenise, no the fuck it's not. It's purple. And I will get so upset, I just don't want to talk after that.
That's because it is.
It don't be purple, it be blue.
It's purple.
It's blue.
Why is it blue?
Because that's what the fuck color it is.
Nope.
That's why I just be like, fuck you. Like,
you know, I'm gonna tell you after.
You can give your piece as to what happened after that with me.
Okay. While we weren't together, we agreed, or we ain't mentioned what we agreed on. We agreed to not, while we were working on ourselves, to not mess with each other, to not talk to anybody else, to not do anything with anybody else, because we working on ourselves for a better future, for a better relationship, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently it did this to her, right? And she did the opposite. Like, she completely did the fucking opposite, and I had a right to be upset about it. Technically, how she looking at it? Oh, I'm single. I can do this, that, and the third. Yes, but what did you agree with me on? Like, we agreed on something for a reason, for a better us. Now you got distractions with, I can't, do I say it?
You can't say that name.
I can't say their names.
You just say exes, because that's what it was. It wasn't nobody new. It was one ex. Yeah.
She had a situation with an ex, which I got pissed up on, for real. Like, I was mad as shit for a long ass time. Like,
weeks.
A long ass time. And she felt like she didn't have no problem with it. She had no problem with it at all. And she kept, like, when we take the break, we took the break in like March, probably April.
It was the first break?
Yeah, no.
The day that made a year for us. April 10th.
Alright. We took a break around April, and she kept asking me, every time she seen me, before I knew about the situation with the ex, every time she kept seeing me, she was like, when are you gonna be ready, this and the third, while we was working ourselves. But I purposely wanted to wait as long as I did, because my birthday was on May 16th. I purposely waited. I stalled for the longest time. I kept telling her to just wait. I didn't want to say, yeah, I'm going to make you mine on my birthday. Because that would have been a great birthday gift to me, to have my little baby back. You know what I'm saying?
Little baby.
You know what I'm saying? To have my girl back. I'm like, man, I'm ready, you know, this, and the third. But she didn't wait that long, right? So, that bite just distracted the shit out of me. She was supposed to be taking me somewhere, right? But she took 3-4 hours to come to my house when she said she was on her way. So I'm pissed off because I'm already dressed, I'm ready, I'm like, where the fuck is you at? Where the fuck is you at? Traffic. It don't take that fucking long. It don't take nobody that long. So I called her phone and I hear, oh, before this happened, matter of fact, let me scratch down my pause, come back to it. Before this happened, she was with the ex, right? But yo was disrespectful to me and her. And if I said something wrong, or if I said I was going to retaliate the way I wanted to retaliate, I would have been a bad guy.
Okay, pause. Pause.
I was going to mention, you said the same thing to him.
Yeah,
I was going to mention it. She said if something happened to me, she would cut him off. Like,
and vice versa, because I got love for both of them. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have no more. No more
what?
So anyway, she said that vice versa, right? But that's the way he is. He really out there. So that made it. That's like if he actually did something, I would be gone forever. And you cutting him off is not doing anything. I'm still going to be gone.
If it was to that degree, it would have been more than some cutting off.
It'd have been. What would have happened? Nothing. Would he been with me? 6 feet, 10 feet under? No. If he wouldn't have been with me.
Okay, that's what happened to you.
I'd have been out of evening. It was my birthday, right? And I called her phone. She swear this, like, he always takes her phone, right?
Which is true. He does. Like, alright, he didn't.
But I don't believe that. Because
he doesn't take my phone until he sees Tristan call or text me. My ex is like super possessive, even though he's an ex.
Possessive. So he
obsessed. Feels like he calls him obsessed. I consider him to be possessive. Like, He doesn't even consider himself an ex. He says like
he's obsessed.
I'm forever. So if he sees
if you trying to cut somebody off and you still trying to fuck with them and talk to them and say, oh, this forever, we gonna get married.
You do that, babe.
This, that, and the third, but you know we are. You know y'all not. You know we are.
Okay. Well, he saw Tristan call or text me, and that sent him through the roof.
You feel me? Yeah, that pissed me the fuck off on my birthday though. Like she did that on my birthday. That's what pissed me off. I told you don't even come. I don't want nothing to do with it. And then she tried to flip it on me like it's my fault for me being mad on my birthday that she did this. I was confused as shit. Like, how you gonna get mad at me? Cause I said, what?
I said I didn't try to flip it.
You did try to flip it. You got upset at me. Talking about, I don't even want. What you mean? You gonna take me to do this? You gonna take me to do that? But
because we had to forget it. It's
like,
over. Yeah, it's over now.
I'm just saying. This is like you try to flip it on me. She got upset at me because what I did and what I've done. Like because I retaliated the way I did on my birthday. Like, and then after that, I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. You gonna do whatever you want to do. If you gonna be ready for me, you be ready for me whenever you feel like you being ready for me. I'ma just, I just stopped fucking giving a fuck for real. After that.
Yeah. So after that, you told me like I don't want to talk to you till you ready.
Yeah, I told her. I don't want to talk to you
till I'm ready.
Till you ready. Like,
let me just explain for a second. My reasoning for dealing with my ex, I had more than one reason. For two, at first when
There's no reasons, especially after we agree on it. All that shit you about to say is really not necessary.
Okay. Anyway, when we first agreed on it, I really did listen. Like I wasn't dealing with nobody. But after that second situation where what was going on 3 o'clock in the morning at my house, I was like really done after that. Like at least I thought I was done. Of course I'm not done because I'm here right now. But you know how like you think you done with somebody, like you really, like everybody has that breakup where they think it's the fault. Like either my mother is married, I said my mother is married, and she even had that breakup where she really thought that she was done, and she went and did her because she really thought she was done. But when you love somebody, they can do almost anything and you would still end up coming back to that ass. But when I say I really thought I was done, I really thought I was done, which is why I was dealing with my ex.
I knew.
You say that every time. I knew you wasn't
done.
Come
on.
I knew you wasn't done.
I knew you wasn't. You coming back all the time. You coming back all the time. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but you know that. You know that. I know that. If I know that, you should know that. For real. If I know that, you should know that. I'm just saying, like, that the whole situation was crazy. She's blamed me, like, the whole time about the situation. Oh, that gave you a reason to talk to somebody because you was done. No, it does not.
A lot of the times me and Tristan arguments was like via FaceTime or stuff like that. So it's hard for me to see how really upset he is. But when like I can look in his eyes and see that he's hurt, that fucked my insides up. So after that, I just had to stop. Like I was just like, oh no, shorty, bye. Like I just couldn't deal. Like I was like,
and then what happened again?
That was it. I'm talking about the last time. Like when we
but you said that before the last time, the official time. You said that before. You said
Tristan, I'm talking about after your birthday. It went on a couple of days, and then I was like, "Give me a week." But I ended up coming back before the week was even over. I came back like I said, "Give me a week," and we got back together the next day. When I came to your house after I left mommy job, after we got back together, y'all would think that we would be all peachy and creamy. Because while we was broken up, Tristan. Another reason that made me make this break last long, because I was so ready to get back with Tristan to the point like. If he would have texted me like, okay, I'm done, I'm ready to get back together, I would have been like all for it. But the reason why I didn't get back with him when he told me he was ready, because I felt like when I told him I was messing with somebody else, he literally texted me the same day and said he was ready, and I felt like, why you wait till I tell you that somebody else in the picture to decide that you're ready? I've been waiting for like a month, and now you're ready.
Hold up, pause. They gonna listen to this part again. I already said this. I told y'all. I purposely waited.
It was before your birthday though when you said that. It was literally a week before. It was a Tuesday before your birthday.
But I've been ready. I only waited that long because I didn't want to waste any time because I didn't want to jeopardize our future.
Yeah, I get that.
I didn't want her to be like,
wait a whole nother week. I
didn't want to wait a whole nother week and something happens different and she feels different in a whole nother week. I don't want that to happen. Then I'm gonna be fucked up in a bad situation. That's done. That ain't gonna happen.
It's not going in a week.
That ain't gonna happen. It don't matter. Shit happens in days.
Okay. So
Right.
when we got back together, you would think that would be it. Like we good, because after this whole month and a half of not being together, he kept saying we'll get back together. We gonna be good. We gonna be good. We gonna be good. I just felt like he was being dicky and shitty. Like I didn't like how he was acting. So
Skirt. I'm about to say what I gotta say real quick. I wasn't acting dicky or shitty. I wasn't acting like that. It's just. I wasn't acting like that. If I'm doing something or I'm busy, if I tell her, if I get off the phone with her, why you keep whispering shit?
I said, what is busy? What is that?
What you mean what is busy?
What does that mean?
To the point I can't talk to you.
Me?
If I'm busy or if I said I'm gonna call her back, right? But I'm busy with doing something else, or I'm cleaning, or I'm doing something else, and it takes so long for me to even remember, I'm gonna call her. Why you keep making faces?
Okay. Alright, I'm done with my faces. You smell good.
So if it take me that long, you're hot. If it take me that long to contact you back, I'm gonna automatically forget. Like if I say I'm gonna call you back at 2:00 and I'm doing something for hours and then it's fucking 6:00, how the fuck I'm gonna remember to call you back? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I purposely forget. It's just that I've been doing shit for hours and it just automatically slipped my mind. And that's for anybody. That automatically slips your mind. Like all the time. My people tell me to do shit all the time and I just be like, okay. And then fucking don't do it because I be doing some other shit. Like, it's not even like I don't want to talk to her, I don't want to call her back. Like, she wanted me to call her back and I'm at a party.
You're bluffing.
You wanted me, I said I would call you back. Keem was DJing. Then when you said you was done the last time, Keem was I was actually at a party. I told you I was helping set up, I was doing stuff for him. I said I would call you back.
That was the breakup, the official breakup again, because all of them was fake official.
Because you
never
back
done together.
Because you never done.
What made us get back together? He texted me a couple days ago and was like, I'm going to prom on Friday. So no, I thought this was hilarious. I thought this was hilarious. We was broken up for a whole, like we didn't talk we broke up like on Monday, didn't talk on Tuesday, and he texted me on Wednesday. This was text message, hey stranger. I bust out laughing when I saw that. Like, he texted me as if we was broken up for months or years. Like, hey stranger.
Because I ain't talked to you.
For a day, babe.
That's forever. I get free texting. I don't pay for texting.
Nobody pays for texting anymore. It's fucking 2016.
I think I know the year.
He said, hey stranger, just to let you know, I'm going off to prom on Friday, so if you want to, come see me. I was going to text back yes, like okay, I'll come, but because I was really moving the fuck on, I was just like, no, I'm okay, but thanks for inviting me, because I didn't want to see him. And of course it's no such thing as old emotions. That was literally like 2 days ago, but it would make the moving on process harder for the both of us if we're seeing each other. So I was just like, no, but thank you for inviting me. So he texted back like, wow, okay. So I didn't want him to feel type of way. I was just letting him know, like, I don't not want to see you, but this would just make things easier. So of course that just sparked up a conversation, and then Tristan and I just got back together. So,
I'm not in high school, by the way, so.
Yeah, he's not in high school. He went with someone.
Yeah, I went with someone.
So after that we ended up getting back together, and then when we got back together, I still felt like when he was talking to me, he just sounded agitated. So Tristan told me that one of the things I need to work on was expressing how I feel, instead of, because I'm known for like just being upset. Females in general are known for being upset and expecting men to read our mind. Because
don't try to compare every female.
That's true, because y'all just so dumb.
I know a girl that can pour the fucking heart out if she's something wrong with her.
Great.
No, a couple.
Great, wonderful, beautiful.
Can you be that one? Can you be one?
Anyway, since that was something he told me to work on, I texted him and was like, I don't like the way that you talk to me. And basically we had a conversation, and we had a good outcome, because for one, I didn't break up with him in that conversation, and after that conversation we have been fine since then. I noticed, like, when we talk now, he doesn't sound agitated, and he's acting how he was when he first started dating. But basically he said he was talking to me the way he was talking to me because of everything that we went through with each other. I guess he was basically saying it was just hard for him to just
forget about it.
Yeah, but I felt like the whole point of get back together was not necessarily to forget about it, but to get over it, because I could easily be talking to him shitty. I did fucked up shit to him.
I don't intentionally mean to talk to her like that. It's just that I just did it. Like I didn't talk to her real bad. It's just like if she said something, I just like
you sounded agitated
with no emotion or anything. Like I wasn't upbeat to respond to whatever she said.
Yeah, so I mean his reasoning was understandable, but I was like, you know, we said when we got back together we wouldn't forget about everything that happened, but it was in the past and we would move on. So, but I basically said, like, I did fucked up shit to Tristan. Tristan has done fucked up shit to me. We didn't fucked up shit to each other. So I basically said, you wouldn't like it if, you know, we back together and I'm still treating you based on some shit that happened in the past. Like, the whole point of getting back together was to move past it. We ran out of space, but now we're just going to sum up, like, why we got back together. Because this is why we broke up and why we decided, after all of the shit that has happened between us, why we decided to get back together.
No relationship is perfect. No relationship is perfect. If they seem perfect, they not. Even the ones you look up to, especially us. Well, they're imperfect. I feel as though I need to stay with Kenise because, for one, I love her to death. Two, I mean, she's been with me longer than any girl has ever. Like continuously been with me. Like she's been with me forever, through ups, downs, helped me with my situations. It could be anything. She done helped me, and not a lot of females out here can do that, cause females ain't right. So to find one that's really down for you is rare as fuck, and it's just. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff, like about our future and everything, and I feel as though, like, I want to be the one that said, okay, we're going to do this. No, we want to be the couple that plan to do something in the future. Like, what we say? Okay, we're going to get married on the beach. We say that now. In a couple years, I want to actually get married on the beach. I want to actually move. I want to actually travel with the one I love and the one I already plan to do the shit with. I don't want to make, you know, plans with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Shit wouldn't even be the same if I broke up with her, because I don't think I would love anybody as much as I love Kenise. I honestly don't. I don't think nobody understands how much I actually do love this girl.
Oh, you're so cute.
I'm serious. It's just that I just want to make shit better for the both of us, for anybody. And if you're going through something, try to work it out, try to talk it out. Unless
if you feel like that person, that's who you want to be with.
Yeah.
You really love this. I'm not saying stick with somebody. Do whatever. I'm not saying if somebody cheating on you left and right, or just whatever the case may be. I'm not saying, you know, be abused and stick with somebody. But if you feel like, you know, you both had y'all fault in a relationship and you feel like this is the person that you're supposed to be with, and that whatever y'all going through, y'all can work out. If you can work it out, then work it out. Some stuff you just can't work out. Some people just gonna cheat and they just want to cheat. Some people just gonna beat your ass and they gonna keep beating your ass and they just not gonna stop. So
if you don't try to see change in a person, if the person is not trying to change for you and for what y'all have, then you can do something about it. But I mean, you can go about it your own separate ways. But I mean, everything, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. She had her problems, I had my problems, and look at us now together, making a video for y'all, explaining what the hell we went through. And I mean, I guess that's it. For me, that's it for me.
I got back with Tristan because I feel like everything that we went through, it wasn't all Tristan and it wasn't all me. You know, we've gone through a lot of shit personally. Like, y'all know the shit I've gone through just from watching my story times and everything that's going on in my life. And, you know, I come on here and I'm smiling and stuff, but at the end of the night, and like that stuff, like, it really does still affect me. So a lot of the things that I've gone through, of course, is going to come out in my relationship, and the same with him. He's gone through things in his life too that is coming out in our relationship. So he's been there for me just like I've been there for him. Every single video that was uploaded on YouTube, except for maybe like 2 of them, Tristan has seen before it was up. Like, he just there. Like, we're there for each other. Like, when he's going through shit, when I'm going through shit, and he's saying there's not a lot of good girls out here. Bullshit. Like,
not in Baltimore.
It's good. It's easier to. My mother texted me and said it's easier to find a good girl than it is to find a good man, and that especially at this day and age. Like, a lot of the shit that Tristan does for me, and a lot of the shit that we just do in general in our relationship, you will not find like in a 19 and 20-year-old relationship. Maybe with girls, but not with guys. Like, what I'm doing is typical for a lot of teenagers or people around our age. Girls mature faster than guys, and we're usually ready to settle down faster than guys. But men is either the ones who are ready to settle down, they look a mess, like they're ugly, they weren't ready to settle down because they, I'm not being petty, but they don't really have much of a fucking choice. Like, and then the ones who are cute, they usually fuck boys, they fucking off. But Tristan is like the best of both worlds. He's fine as hell, and he's actually like a good boyfriend despite everything that we went through. At the end of the day, he loves me and he cares about me genuinely. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I love you this, and people love in different ways. Everybody don't love the same, but he loves me. So, and I love the shit out of him too. So I just feel like we what we went through, we could have worked out, and we all working it out. And I feel like the problems that we was having, both of us was just going to have it in the next relationship anyway. Whatever the shit that we was going through, I was going to take that to somebody else, and he was going to do the same. So why not just go through it? He keeps saying that if we break up, he's done. Like, he's not getting back with anybody else. Yes, he is. He just says that.
Not in years. No, I'm not. In years, no, I'm telling you. And I'm 20 years old. 24 probably. 23, 24. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Well, if that's the case, regardless of how long it take, all we're going to do is just carry our baggage to the next relationship. So why not just work it out with each other? Like, I saw my faults and he saw his faults. I asked God to reveal to me, you know, what I'm doing wrong, and I'm trying to change myself altogether, just not in this relationship, just altogether. So I just figured I want this, like, to be us to get ourselves together. Tristan has been saying we should see a therapist or like a premarital counselor, whatever the hell you want to call it, for months. And I always kind of, at first I was okay with it, then I was like, no, we shouldn't go. So I kept putting it off. But he thinks we should see a therapist, and I think that it will work. I think we should. I've been going to personal counseling pretty much my whole life, so I recommend that he goes to personal counseling, and then we go see a separate counselor together, because we both have a lot of skeletons in our closet and things in our life that is just buried, and it's coming out in the wrong ways, and situations and things that we both need to deal with personally. And then I think we should, you know, see a counselor together just to help us get through this TK journey, and so we could be good. But this video was just to show y'all, like, we go through shit too. Everybody goes through shit. No relationship is perfect. And I even see it with my mom and dad. People look at us from the outside and think we just have this perfect family, but we go at it, okay? Like, we go at it. So this is just a prime example. What you see on social media is people show you what they want to show you. People can do this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just social media. We pick and choose what we want to post and what we don't want to post, but y'all never ever ever know what goes on behind closed doors. So before y'all comment goals and just saying, oh, I want to be just like them, or I want a relationship just like this, be careful what you wish for. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, like, oh, how we just have a terrible relationship, but I'm saying, don't look at something you see online and say goals and, oh my god, they were perfect, and oh my god, like, what happened? Because you don't know what happens behind closed doors. You only see what people choose to show you. So if you're going through something with your fiance or your husband or your wife or your significant other, and you really deep down, like, really dig deep, I'm not saying you want to be with them and you're going to force yourself to be with somebody, because in the long run you're going to regret it. But I'm saying, if you really feel like you belong with someone and you feel like this is the person that you want to be with, work it out. If you got to talk to somebody, if you have to get a counselor, y'all know y'all can talk to us. Y'all can message me on Instagram, Tristan on Instagram.
Don't nobody message me.
Tristan says that all the time. Nobody sends him messages, but
if you want a guy point of view about a situation, then you can come to me, but y'all always go to her though.
So yeah, you could, just you having problems. I help a lot of people all the time when people ask for advice. Y'all can send us stuff. Try not to use Snapchat because it's hard to follow those messages on Snapchat, but you can Instagram us. Both of us have Instagram and Twitter, so all of our links and information will be like in the description box. So feel free to ask us anything that you need to. And we're going to end this video in a prayer instead of, hey, make the face. Oh, rewind. Prayer helps. A lot of people don't know, but Tristan and I pray every single night. Like, when we together, we pray. When we not together, we pray. And recently, we started praying in the morning before we got out of bed to start our day off. So, if you're a Christian or whatever you are, whatever beliefs you have, prayer is good. It's really, really good. And that's just something we've been doing since we've been dealing with each other. We pray every night. So, it helps. So we're going to end this video in a prayer. Bow your eyes and close your head. Go, Tristan.
Dear God, thank you for everything you have done for me and Khalees. Thank you for having clothes on our backs and food on the table. Thank you for letting us have a house to live in. And please bless us in every way possible. And thank you for allowing us to still be with each other. Bless all the subscribers that's watching me pray right now. And just pretty much thank you in every way possible. Amen.
Amen. And now it's handshake time. About to go eat some food and go to the movies. So
continue.